again everyone, welcome back to Grade 3 Lead Guitar Techniques with Ren from renhimself.com. All of the techniques we're going to need this time are fairly similar to previous grades: slurs, bends, hammer-ons, pull-offs, all those sorts of bits and pieces. They just expect you at this grade to work a little bit harder, work in some of the scales we've learnt across the course of Grade 3 as well as those previous, and generally have a little bit more fluency in your playing, so that comes with time rather than anything else. The exercises I've tabbed out for you are just some ideas I think suitable for Grade 3. A couple of them are a bit of a stretch, and I've worked in some tapping for you as well, so you'll get the chance to start feeling like a guitar god. Hopefully that'll be some fun. Exercise 1's from the A major scale, and you're just going to hammer on 3 notes per string all the way through, top to bottom, finish with some vibrato. A little bit like this. And then again at speed with a little bit of grit in the amp. When you're doing that exercise, you might want to vary the number of strings you skip each time before going back down. You can kind of mix it up a little bit as long as you stay in scale, so maybe Exercise 2 is also in A major. It's something I've always called falling downstairs because the order of notes, the way they kind of tumble down, is to me reminiscent of that, but yeah, don't go falling down the stairs. Exercise 3 is the top end of an A minor scale with a couple of taps thrown in. I should maybe spend a couple of minutes talking about tapping in case you're not familiar with it. This is basically using a finger on your picking hand to fret a note somewhere higher up the fretboard than the rest of your fretting hand. So for example, if we're in A minor pentatonic here, 5th and the 8th fret, take a finger on this hand. I tend to use my middle finger. Many people move the pick in their hand and then use their index, but I find that more difficult while I'm playing, so yeah, I just use my middle finger for this. So you'll play the first couple of notes, bring your other hand over, and then if you want to tap a note, think of it as hammering on with your other hand, but then instead of just lifting off, which works, but you can hear the second note's quite faint. If you kind of flick, I'm exaggerating the motion so you can see what I'm doing, but that's the idea, and you'd kind of get the notes rolling, so yeah, that very basically is how you tap. Exercise 4 bridges across two pentatonic shapes. You've got the A minor pentatonic and the C major pentatonic. And we basically go up one, across, back down again. Hammer on and pull off, bend, then slide, hammer-ons again, hammer on and pull off top two strings, and run down the G string, you'll need to bar those last three across the 5th fret. Exercise 4 bridges across two pentatonic shapes. You've got the A minor pentatonic and the C major pentatonic. And we basically go up one, across, back down again. Hammer on and pull off, bend, then slide, hammer-ons again, hammer on and pull off top two strings, and run down the G string, you'll need to bar those last three across the 5th fret. Again with some dirt in the amp. Again with some dirt in the amp. And those are some lead guitar examples suitable for grade 3. The examiner's going to expect to see you move around the fretboard a little more, perhaps move across a couple of different shapes as I've shown you in the final exercise, major and minor pentatonics perhaps, and just generally relax, enjoy it and show them what you can do. And that's grade 3 lead guitar.